part of double checking the checklist is check volume, and I didn't check the volume on the microphone. Yeah, check microphone settings because I did a Windows update. I know I did a Windows update, and I did not check it. Go on, Rabbit. Okay. But what I was going to talk about was the fact that I had a busy weekend, culminating in the fact of, like, I really need to update my portfolio. I sorta still have a job for now. Kinda. As in, they didn't figure out the contract for the next job, so they're like, just to hang on. We're not gonna pay you for a while, but you're not laid off just yet. Okay, and this was, I think I just paid for another set. I think I just paid for some more of Weebly. I think I just continued to have this site, like, recently, so I was like, okay, can I squeeze out... Okay. Because ideally, if I can keep Weebly, I think I might. As much as when I looked up, like, game dev portfolio things, pretty much everybody's got their site in Squarespace. At least looking at this list of, like, game dev portfolios, it's like Squarespace, Squarespace, Squarespace. I'm like, okay, most likely. That's Webflow. Yeah, but pretty much all of these were Squarespace. I'm like, I guess I have to. And I did figure out what the thing was. I have signed up for Square to be able to do Weebly. And Square is not Squarespace. That's what was confusing me. It was like, I thought like I had Squarespace, and it was like, no, I have Square to run Weebly. But that is not Squarespace. Made Minesweeper in Bricadia. And played through Factorio with a friend. Played through Factorio? I know it has some amount of story, but I also assumed it was one of those games like Minecraft where you just kind of play forever. Well, yeah, no, because I think I was just reading an article recently that was talking about the fact that Factorio has a player character that you run around as, along with all of the automation stuff. I don't know, I still get a little iffy about the fact that I'm doing kind of abstract game here because of the fact that Cappy Games said Grindstone. They went with a character because of the fact that it's like, I don't know what I would do for a character, though. I mean, that's kind of a lie, because I have a character in the game, but... There's two little space in square. Because Squarespace, I get it. And also, ads should be popping up any moment. And I think I will take the ad break to lie down, I guess. Launch the rocket, which is the default end goal unless you have the DLC. You can keep playing, but only to increase the size and speed of the factory. Okay, so there is some kind of end goal that you're getting to. Which I guess, yeah, same like Minecraft, there is the end that you can reach, but... That's the issue, though. It's like, I like this idea, but I also feel like having a specific theme on top of it would probably help. I don't know, I'm just like... Tetris has sold like 1 billion copies and does not have a theme on top of it, and Block Blast has is still like the most downloaded mobile game right now, so... And then I go look at the thing from the feedback from this event that's like, I placed last on the Beeling theme, so... Okay, it's ads. I'm gonna go... Actually, maybe fill up my water bottle. I will be back. Okie dokie. This should probably start with this. Yeah, because then I need to double check that I have all the files, of which I don't think I do. Okay, and I believe it's here. Game marketing? There we go. Okay, so let's make sure this is up to date. Altercation has an executable of some kind. Has screenshots. It's not even on this list. I guess maybe because I haven't finished it, but I also haven't worked on it in literally years. Will I go back to it one day? I like to think so. And just make it a different version of the game rounds. Okay, thumbnails. Video gameplay. There's gameplay videos, and there is a trailer. So that one is completely done. Oh, wait. These are the ones that... how much do I want to break this down by? Because there's part of me that's like, I could do this by... Okay, my brain is wanting to do two things at once. I'm wanting to explain what I did this weekend, and I also want to work on stuff, and those things are not compatible. Okay, we're just gonna call this game marketing. Then we're gonna go by game, of which I have this list for some reason. And this is probably stuff I have not added. I feel like I have added this stuff to the portfolio though. In terms of, like, Agronome is in here, right? Yeah, Agronome is in here with a video and screenshots and stuff. Oh, but I don't think it's in this game marketing folder. I didn't have one on my documents here, did I? No, I was gonna say, because this is just documents on my computer. And this... Okay, this is the one that's actually on my computer, and this is the extended drive. Yeah, okay, so this has Agronome and stuff. Yes, okay, so then this has some builds and stuff like that. Okay. So for this, for each of these, is this give me a full... Wow, screen's so big I can fit all of them. Is this gonna tell me how many there are? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, empty. Okay, so there is like an empty one that it shouldn't be in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, counting is hard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So it is over 40 games. And I feel like this is missing something. Because it says stuff like Wispy, but... do wonder if I have it. Also, thank you for the highlight, the hydrate. Also, a Red Ox. Wait a second. I feel like it's been. It hasn't been literally years, but it feels like it's been ages at least. Somehow that's less than that. How about many moons? It feels like it's been many moons since I've seen a Red Ox. Haven't seen each other since 2025. I guess it's getting a little, like, month and a half into many moons and many suns. Yeah, time has certainly passed, for sure. We need allowance. Everybody needs allowance now. I gotta remember how to do that. Which is why I have this handy dandy thing here. I probably should just have the number on the end here too, because it was 9,999, wasn't it? Dang it! Y'all had to chat, and then no, I'm trying to grab the name. Since I don't want to try to type that out, I don't know how to spell it. Also, yes, I do think I missed a step. Okay, let's add it to the list. I got everything else working though, right? Emo drop is working and everything. Okay, add it to the list. I was thinking about that. There was a good chunk of time where I was not having issues with that, but okay, so VTube Studio, I need to do remove the tape off the webcam, and then I need to do stream avatars, and that's, you know, start the app. There we go. Those actually do require extra steps that I obviously missed. Dang it. Okay, so what are we working on right now? I'm giving everybody their allowance because that's what we're working on. I'm trying to update my portfolio. It should say up at the top there that I am updating my portfolio. Okay, there was 3 people wanting to have an allowance to gamble away all of their hard-earned currency that I am arbitrarily giving out. So, okay, there. And then I believe there was a fill. No, I did fill. There was a Begorly that was also asking for currency. And then if anybody else wants their allowance, then have an allowance of way too much money. Okay, so that distraction out of the way, I can get back to this distraction. No, this is not a distraction. This is a list of. Here's my 42 games that I've made. A couple which are good, so. Okay, good might be strong words there, but a couple which aren't bad. We're gonna have some confidence. There's a couple games in the 42 that I've made that aren't bad. Okay, so now there's a reason I did this other list here. Yeah, okay, I'm a little too focused on this over my weekend updates. Yeah, because Thursday, Friday, Saturday... No. Oh, yeah, it's because I went over to my girlfriend's house on Thursday so that I could be there to help out for Friday, Saturday, Sunday to help her run her crochet booth at the mall, which was a lot of fun. They did an event where they're like, hey, local vendors, anybody want to come to the mall and sell their wares? And there was a good variety of people that showed up. It was really interesting. There were a couple of, like, lotion and perfume shops, but there were who's sinned? I guess I can forgive. I need to have some other thing that is not like, say, a bunch of Hail Marys or something. Go play a local indie game. Go play a small indie game that has less than 10 reviews. Okay. I'm not working on this. I pulled it up out of habit because I was just following the checklist because that's the good thing to do here, but... Okay, so... Because that was the other question. Is there games on this list that I have not put on here that I would want to put on here? And the answer is, like, no. I don't know. It's one of those weird things if, like, if I label this as incomplete, if I just put a label that says this is not my best work, but it exists, does that count? Because I think it would be interesting to put, like, that little survival game experiment that I did, if I could find it. But... Because it's something like this. It's like, I spent 3 days on this. Is there also... like that survival game, which I spent 3 days on as well. Yeah, like this thing. Like, I have... like 4 different videos of the thing I spent time on, but I don't think I have it anywhere because I didn't get anywhere near finishing it. So... Oh, I never did post the pixel art of the dogs. I should do that. I need somebody to clip my stuff and post it. I need a community manager. I keep just making stuff and then not posting it. So. Okay, yeah, but that was the survival game that I never finished or even labeled like with a thing, but I am kind of proud of it. I think it is an interesting idea to have a bit more position to like a survival game, or that each of the survival activities actually behaves differently instead of the same attack. So working on a game right now on the textures, and textures are kicking my butt right now. Well, I can't help you. I haven't figured out how to texture anything. That might also be why people are saying, hey, you know, this is a unappealing theme and not very stylish visuals. I think that's a little rough on the stylish visuals. I'm like, I did some particle effects and some shaders and stuff. I think it's for the very plain style, the very abstract style, I think it has some panache to it. But yeah, no, I can't just argue with people on the internet and say, here's all the reasons why my game is actually good. Because that's not how that works. Y'all are having a lot of fun with that. Okay. I do wonder if there's a way to like filter the bot messages in chat a little bit, because like it's nice to know it's there, but sometimes when I'm trying to read the chat, it's like, oh, that's a lot of bot messages. Okay, which I should not be reading the chat. I should be finishing this so that I can update my portfolio so that. But the other big thing that happened on the weekend was I got furloughed, meaning I am not laid off just yet. I'm just in the process of being laid off, maybe. I'm just in a weird limbo for the next 2 weeks of like, do we have enough money to be able to support you or not? Yeah, because I have not proven myself to be of much worth to the company. Now, have I proven myself to be no worth to the company? Also no. I have a small amount of worth to the company, but we'll see if it's enough for them to actually find contract money to keep me. Okay. Oh, and then the thing that just happened today is that I'm going to AwesomeCon. So my game is going to be at AwesomeCon, so if anybody's up in DC on March, in like a month from now, they said, oh hey, we had a slot open up, so you can show off your game at AwesomeCon, so that'll be a little intimidating, but also, yeah, okay, 24 days from now. And for a full 3 days, because I've only done little small events that are like a day or two of like a couple people kind of thing, so this will be a little more public appearance of me and my games, but I'm excited. I have enough stuff right now that I feel confident in. And way too poor. Yeah, way too far and way too poor. I'm like, I do actually, I think it comes with a couple extra badges, so I guess technically, if somebody could make it there, I could cover the badge cost. I don't know if it also comes. I might need to read the rules on the adding other people and like what I could set up at the booth and stuff too. It was only like I kind of, it was one of those like, oh, I guess if I can try to get the booth, I will. But then I went and got the booths, and I'm like, okay, let's double check. Double check all the stuff that I can have and bring and do. I would say you guys are distracting me, but you're not. I'm just distracting myself. Which is easy to do. It's because I didn't want to try to figure out this Weebly thing. And then I also am like, well, I don't want to remake the entire thing in Squarespace either, so. Oh, it landed on green? The one thing? Do I hack? Ask again later. I hacked it to say that. Need to write up a devlog? I was thinking about that today too. I was like, when I'm feeling like, because I do a once a month update on projects, but if I'm feeling like I had a bunch of stuff, like I got a bunch of stuff done, I will do a like mid-month update. I'll do every like 2 weeks instead, but yeah, the last couple weeks have been, I did a bunch of work for things that are not projects, and then they let me sit around for a week while they didn't have a contract. And now they're, see, but now the 2 weeks is, I can do whatever I want up until either A, they find the money, or B, I am laid off, so. It's a bit too far for me. If it was closer, like somewhere in Germany and Lower Saxony, I would be down to come. Yeah. No, I realize that my audience is not local to me. And even this is a bit of a drive. It's not too bad. Just depends on traffic for me. Have I been to AwesomeCon? I don't know if I would. I don't know if I've even been to AwesomeCon, come to think of it. I think I have. Okay, that's neither here nor there. I want to get my portfolio updated for many different reasons. Because then I can, I guess, show it off at AwesomeCon. But mostly so that I can, when I actually send a resume again, it'll say, look at all the cool stuff I did. And instead of it being, here's all my games by year, it'll be, here's all my games with tags on them. Which I don't see a way to tag this. Unless that's what this is. But also, I'm like, I don't want to remake the whole thing in Squarespace. Oh, no. But it also had categories. So that was the whole thing. Is I'm going to make this as an item. Then I'm going to... Or, that's why I was starting with this. Is because no matter what website I use I need to have the files for all of the games. So do I have the files for all of the games? So this is Altercation, has the files, has even convention photos, that has all that. So you're good. Bird game. Yeah, I think some of these older ones are all good. I think some of the newer ones I was not as good about. You have some stuff. Yeah, you have some stuff. Even this one? Yes. Yep. Okay. Yeah, because this is one of those ones that I have not done much with. Yeah, and they say put your best stuff on your portfolio, but I'm also like, I want this to be all of my stuff too. Block 2 3D, I don't have any screenshots of? Or a thumbnail? I don't have video of this? Block Dude 3D doesn't have anything. How did Block Dude 3D not? But it does have the executables. Okay, well. I'm going through this again. So, and all of these are on this list? Okay, wait, before I nuke this, let's double check. Here. So, is Altercation here? Yes. Is Wispy here? Yes. Is Story Factory here? Yes. Can you shank your friends? You can in fact shank your friends. Line Rider. Line Rider VR. Voxel Pirate, Windfall, Idle Dice Roller, Soul Sound, Veggie Raid, Snowman Factory, Somebody Shoot That Guy, Regally Rotund, Imbibe, Agronome, and Bomb Squad. Yes, okay. So we're gonna just get rid of this entirely. And what did I have for New Year's resolutions? That's probably a good thing to... A wish listable game on Steam. Wait. Let's do my stretch goals too. Go on to dates. I've completely blown that out of the water. I've been glued to my girlfriend for almost a month now. Okay, it hasn't been that bad. There's a little bit of time in between dates, so. And what was the other stretch goal? It wasn't learn a new 3-ball juggling trick. So learn new juggling trick. Oh, new job. That's what it was. Of which is might end up happening. That was supposed to be manifesting as a good thing, not as a monkey's paw has curled. Here you go, now you have to go find a new job. Whoops. Maybe be a good employee? Wait, I actually have to know how to do stuff? I actually have to do stuff? Well... Okay, can I just call this one good and then see? Yeah, no, I don't want a price. Should be free, so now I should have a product on the store. So now, how do you change the... There has to be a way to tag this, right? Or is that the category thing? Wait. There was this other thing here. If I go back. So I can... What have I done? I lied. That's not what I meant. Okay, edit this site. And then there's a categories thing here. Okay, so I do want to do a new page, of which there might be one at the bottom. There might be one at the top. There. Okay, here, just new page. Wait. That's what I did. I hit X instead of done. That's silly and kind of bad. I don't like that, but maybe it's because this thing's 10 years old and has not been updated in 10 years, and I should really use a different website. Except for the fact that I think I just paid for this. Again, okay. Not a product page. Not an external page. A category page, I think. Yes, to showcase products in a specific category. Aha. There, okay, so there we go. How have I been doing anyway? I've been good. I've been pretty dang good. I have not been posting on the socials as much. But this project is in a very good place. I'm very proud of this one. Enough to show it off at AwesomeCon and everything. And then the big, like, major thing of this month has also been dating and, like, having a girlfriend for the first time in, like, almost 10 years. So that's also been a new positive thing. And the job's a little iffy right now. I mean, the job was never that interesting and had a long commute attached to it, so maybe this will be a good change if it does not come back, but also I know the job market is not in a good spot right now, so I really need to stop putting myself in this position, as in I need to give up on my hopes and dreams and devote myself fully to work so that I can actually have a long-term career instead of just realize after a couple of months this guy doesn't really know much or do much. Okay, so yes, items that can belong to more than one category. So then this I could do by year or something. This is gonna be clunky. Okay, so let's go look at other game dev sites. Yeah, why do fun jobs never give enough money? Well, and like that's the thing too, is I'm like, oh, I was never all that passionate about insurance. I was not that passionate, like, I didn't feel fully comfortable working at an oil field company job. And then that guy, the CEO of the oil field company that I worked for, is the Department of Energy head under Trump right now. So, it's kind of weird that I know somebody, you know, or at least have met in person somebody in Trump's cabinet. But that's the kind of jobs that I was working under, where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really want to work for the military. I don't really want to work for insurance. I don't really want to work for an oil field company. One of the other jobs that I had an interview for that went fairly well was a casino job. And I'm like, I don't really want to work for a casino either. I'm like, can I have a job that pays money that is also more of like a social good? I feel like truck driving would be very fun for you since you're by yourself and can listen to music the whole time. I mean, if I liked driving. I like listening to music and I like being by myself, yeah. But I'm tiny, and a tiny guy in a big truck, also a bit intimidating, and I don't like driving. Driving scares me. Barely any social contact as well. I mean, I'm fine with being alone. I don't necessarily like being alone, but I'm fine with being alone. And I know some things, so... Yeah, and it pays like nothing. Yeah, that's the thing too, is every time I look at like some other job that might be a little easier, it also like has long hours and no pay. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's kind of why I've stuck with what I have, is because I'm like, software development, you know, doesn't feel good, but it pays money. And I have some time at the end of the day to do my own thing, as opposed to like Let me break my back. Like, yeah, my poor friend working at Target, where he's like, oh yeah, I'm just running around Target all day. And I'm like, you have a master's in computer science. That sucks. That's crazy. Okay, the game dev portfolios. That's what I was looking up. Which I should totally call him again. Tell him I fucked up again. I continue to not do enough work at a fast enough pace to where the job says, why are you still here? My answer is always like, you guys keep letting me stay here. Oh, so if I look at this, then I can look at projects and see how it's broken down. That's really what it is. And it's probably not by year. It's probably by, here's the thing that I am most proud of. That's just Squarespace. That's also just Squarespace. Again. Did you not link? Oh, there. I just got, okay, I clicked the thing where it said made with Squarespace. Because I saw the blue link and was like, that's the thing I need to click, right? No. How about the big picture? That's probably the thing to click. Yeah, goof. Yeah, less breaks, more hours, less pay, long commute. That's how it all feels right now. Yeah, no, I was doing hour-long commutes too. So, like, if I could get a remote job or something, it'd be nice. But yeah, okay, so this is just a list of games. No, I kind of like the idea of having him. Okay, so like, what do they do for work? This was on a list of like best. Because this looks pretty plain. Maybe not a bad thing, but maybe not. So that'll work. And then that's. Yeah, okay, a list of the games. It's probably something I should put is a little more detail about each of these projects instead of okay, so none of these have like broken down by, I don't know, I think that's still useful. I've got so much nonsense that I want to showcase. Well, it's partially so much nonsense that, yeah, so like this person has 6 billion links. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to do here too, is like, look at my 6 billion links. I was gonna say, that's, what's his face, and what's her face? I've seen both of them. He's in Stranger Things. I'm forgetting his name right now. I don't know why. And I don't remember where I've seen her. Okay, that's... Okay, yeah. Again, they're just showing the best stuff at the top. And that's very much what I need to do with my portfolio, because my portfolio is just, here is all of the stuff. Yeah, the thing is still the character creator. So, gonna head out now. Sorry, it's 1 a.m. school tomorrow. Yeah, no, that's, most people are here up until like 2 in the morning, so please go to bed, sleep and stuff. I know Polycube fixed. Yeah, I don't see Polycube anymore because that sleep schedule was fixed, so. Hate waking up early. Bye, good night. Have fun sleeping. Have fun at school, I guess. Okay, I feel like just working through the ad. Okay, it hasn't been a full hour. Okay, so the two things that I gleaned from this is just put more detail and put the best stuff at the top. I do have some sense of what the best stuff is. But I also want to do these by category. These didn't have categories, though. Okay. So now I'm going to come up with my own categories. So this is by year. I want as a category. This is by platform. I want as a category. No, give me Steam. I'm like, wait a second. How does Steam filter their games? Because that'll give me a good sense of how I should tag and filter my games. I don't think they have it by year, but... Okay, browse. So by new releases, upcoming releases. So I guess this is the... like current. Well, I guess new. Which is kind of by year, but I'm like, nah, that's... I'm gonna do current, like the in progress kind of thing. Whatever game I'm currently working on, or games I'm currently working on. Okay, then price. I could do that as well. I have one or two things that I've actually like sold. So could do it by price. Which is really just gonna be, can you pay money for this or is it free? And that's okay, so if I do store home, it's gonna take me back to this, right? As my category, which is the top played on Steam Deck. Yeah, and then it's genre and... Okay, I have to click a tag or something and then I can look at... Yeah, there we go. This subcategory. Okay, no, but there's also the, like... these kind of tags here. Like what the game is, and then what... this stuff. Okay, single player, online co-op. Okay, so number of players is... what? Oh, wait. The... maybe that's what I could look at, too. Also, hello. There's a lot of names in here. A lot of repeat names, too. Kind of crazy. I'm like, what? I'm not in an algorithm or anything, right? The game I wanted to look at. Do I have no? I do have Gnomes and Gardens in here. Because the sell sheet has the categories of, like, when you're selling a board game, being the number of players, how long it takes to play, and the age rating. That's less applicable. Okay. But still, number of players is one that I wanted to do. Since it's by number of players. Well, that's interesting that there's how long to beat as a website. And that's the thing for board games, is you want to know how long it takes to play, but it's not a thing here. As in, like, a... somebody added that as, like... or was Steam adding that as a thing, like, soon? That you can see the how long to beat score on there? Okay, so then the platform is also going to tell me the controller and stuff. And I'm not going to say, I don't have any other languages. But then the platform, as in, what all do I want to say for platform? Being, like, mobile, PC. I guess number of players is possibly, like, multiplayer being, like, local multiplayer versus... Oh, PC, mobile, VR I've done, AR I've done. I don't have a project that's available, but I've done that through work. And there's more. Twitch integration? Or I guess Twitch enabled. I guess microphone input? Because I have a game that does have microphone input. and the number of players being local multiplayer versus online multiplayer. I guess this is free versus paid, because that's all I have. I'm not listing out all of the different pay, and then years by however whatever year. That's gonna take a little bit. Oh, okay. Because like, how did I break it down on my itch.io page? Yeah, okay. I do have it by most recent of tools versus games. Not like, we'll see how hard it is to make these categories and tag things and stuff. So, well, okay, platform. No, it's not a platform thing. That's a. Okay, wait. Steam has games and tools and whatever, right? Oh, wait. I could do game genre, too. Not that that's super useful, but... Well, I don't know, because there is, like, sites that ask for, like, if you really know how to do free-to-play multiplayer shooters or something. Because they keep making them, and they keep not working out. But maybe one of these days I can make a free-to-play multiplayer shooter. Just to say I did. Just to have it on the site. I mean, I actually do like arena shooters, which is a surprising thing to me because I didn't play them at the time when they were popular. And then when Unreal Tournament, where they were like, "Oh, we're gonna remake Unreal Tournament," and then that's when I decided to try playing it. And then they were like, "Lol, no, whoops, why are we doing this?" Okay, okay, there's not gonna be any relevant or friends list or anything, so. And then reviews? I don't have any games that have like a ton of reviews or something. Oh, and then based on like metrics of sales. Or analytics, I guess. What would I? Because how would I? What's a good word to say for the like money I've made or views or downloads? I guess downloads maybe. Okay, we'll just do metrics. There we go. Okay, so now I want to take every single game I have in my portfolio and separate them out by these categories. Instead of just, here's all the games and why. Oh, tabletop is also a platform. Let's just look at the actual pages too, because that will tell me, like, the metrics that I had on here too was the engine, team size, and completion time. So by engine and team size and completion time. Okay, that's gonna be so many categories and so many games and so many things to redo. But I have time to do it, and I have motivation to do it as well. So this category is by year. That's what I already have, so let's just make that first. Okay. So this is the product page. So then this, I want to... So you should actually be... This is going to be games. Yes, a portfolio here. Oh, I do have it broken down by tools versus games here. I could do it at the top level here, too. Oh, this videos category. I actually have done a couple of videos since... Oh boy, yeah, okay, so this is horribly out of date. Because even here, I have some videos, right? Yeah, okay, that was like my most popular. That was another video, but I also did some videos more recently. As in, like, the middle of the year last year? It's been like 6 months since I did these experiments, right? Yes, it has been. It's been 6 months since these experiments. But now I have more time to do that. I'm like, There's a part of me that doesn't want the job to come back, and there's a part of me that's like, I need to have income. And this is gonna be hard to turn this into income. But I don't know, if y'all just throw bits and stuff at me, I guess that'll keep me here for longer. That's the background, that's the elements. Is this not the new product page? This is a new nothing page? Okay, well, just delete you. You're a nothing page. So then I add a new product page? Or category page, rather. So new category page. I just added a categories, right? The category title is year. Is it because I didn't have any items in this list? And when I say year, I mean... I have a product. I have a singular product that I would like to test this with. You goof? No? Okay, I won't cancel them. Yes, you didn't save the category. I don't have any categories, so... It's not... No! The X is not how you get out of... That's how you get out of the website entirely. I wanted to get out of the one flipping thing there, you goof. Okay, now it's... Nope, it hasn't been an hour. It's been almost an hour. Okay. Let's try this again. So I do pages, and I do a new product page. Do I have a product? Okay. So let me edit the product to... I don't need the quantity thing. You don't need to... Trying to retrofit this is not working. Year. That's not... Okay, I need to do it and actually list the year. Okay, can I say that this is unavailable? No, I do want it to be visible. I just don't want it to have a price on it. I don't want it to be an item that you buy. But I want it to have the categories. Because I can't do that with other, like, it has to be a product, of which that's not necessarily, like, awful, but... so, like I said, if I go here, and then I go here, and then I go here, and then I go... Okay, yeah, this is the list of all 42 games. Here, here, and here. Yes, and then not a jive. Unless Unless... Ooh, it actually does it? That's good to know. That's very good to know. And then I can do... Oh, this is gonna get so close to the thing that I want it to do. Oh, and I can upload them all at once. Oh no! It's just gonna have, all of my games are gonna have a sale price on them that is 0. Or like, I think that like it's trying to say you can buy this product. And it's like, that's not what this is. Why is this specific one not loading? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could try again. It was this one, right? They're all kind of the same there, but... Interesting. Okay. So now... Oh yeah, and because it's a digital game. Yeah, now here I am just kind of doing the full... And it's unlimited downloads. Year is not the right category, but I didn't do the right category, and then... I don't know what the SEO would be for this, so... Oh, items without prices will not display on my website. Ah. What? You can't sell a free digital download? So, where'd the thumbnail go? That's not the thumbnail. You asked me to put in a thumbnail. Oh, unless that is. That might actually be it, then I lied. Wait a second. Edit the product. Why are there two? I only put in the one though, right? Okay, yeah, you can reorganize these however you want. I want that there. And then... I don't need that. Go away. It's gonna get confusing if it actually does have a price on it. It's not supposed to have a price on it. Now it's been an hour. Now I can sit and think about this. And think about what I've done. Okay. I started learning the magic of having a butt pillow. Because there was the first day at the convention, or at the market, that sitting on a chair without it, my back was kind of yelling at me. But then the second day, I sat on a butt pillow, and my back was not as unhappy. My back's still a little unhappy, but... And now I just kind of have a placeholder butt pillow right now that I'm like, should probably get something better. But at least this will work for now. Hopefully. Kind of, sort of, maybe we'll see. Oh no! It's only 7:30. Okay. I had two issues, right? I have to add a price for it to be visible, but I don't want to add a price and I don't want it to be visible right now. And then I don't understand the GIFs. Because this is all screenshots. Which that's fine. But then why were you saying anything about GIFs if this category here does not have... Okay, edit the category. So the year on this one is... 2013. Oh, and then the image category, if I add like a 2013 or something, I could do that. Okay, there we go. But it said this is not going to be a... Because this is sort of how I want it to be. Except, how do I get the... You let me add it, which is the confusing thing. So instead of this image, can I have this image? You added it a third time. Why are you adding it again? Can I have this be the main thing? This, please. I want this. Now, what if I get rid of all the images? I don't want to do that, but what happens if I get rid of all the images? Can I get rid of just everything except that one? I could re-upload them easily. So, let's just see if the only thing here is in fact this. Is there a toggle that I'm missing that lets you do this specifically here? So... Save. No. Why do you let me upload that? Why do you have it as a thing? And yet I can't actually... Why are you like this? The actual thing does not seem to allow that. Okay, we drag all you in there. It explodes. I need to go find the one that didn't load. Oh, that loaded in an entirely different order. Okay. It let me do this. So if I do the small one... Okay, and then I do that. And then... Okay, no, it's good. I dumped everything I wanted. Then we put you as the first image. And then what are these? What are those? What year is it? I don't even know the reference. Why am I making a reference to a meme I don't even know from a time that is long past? Hey, there we go. Okay, so this being the first screenshot. Oh, and then because it's big? Or because it takes a while for it to do the... Interesting. Maybe it's just because that one screenshot is big, I don't know. Does not feel like a good screenshot. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I don't care all that much right now. Okay, the product's long description is empty. Where is the spot for the long description? Okay, wait, say that again. You can customize your item page in the website editor after selecting Save and View. Why would you not have it here? Oh, drag elements here. Okay. So that's the after the fact add the long description. These are share on these platforms? Like a Google Plus? Yeah, uh-oh. This thing is so flipping old. Why am I doing this? Because I just paid for Weebly, that's why. It just renewed recently. And this, I think, will work as a stopgap. It's just because there's this added card, the quantity of one add to cart. I guess I can't really test it. Heck are you? Oh, this is the guide on how to do this. I've already kind of done this. This is like a sprite. This is like, I really should just use the tool. It is the new, better tool, which is go buy a Squarespace website. And the money that I spent on this Weebly site is just down the drain, at least for this year. But this also kind of works. It's just silly things like this, where I'm like, I don't really need to have an option for you to share to Google Plus. But I also don't see a spot where you could turn that off. And you don't need to do an add to cart thing either. I just don't want to remake this in Squarespace. Yeah, it's just all pointing to, like, just make it in Squarespace. Dadgummit. Yeah, because I even have this website trial that expired that I could mess with, and this website that I could refresh, remake. Boo, hiss, boo. I gotta carry everything over. Which is just a lot of copy pasting, but it's also a lot of copy pasting. Okay, because Squarespace, or at least that's the most common site for people here making their websites. And I already have an account. That's the thing. I already have an account with Squarespace. So I guess we're just sticking with Squarespace. Man, I kind of knew Weebly wasn't going to work and that they hadn't updated it, but it was also like, can I get away with it? And the answer is like, almost. That was the thing. It was like an almost. Let's see. I am... Design? Probably the closest. Maybe technology, but I guess we'll do design. It's about game design. Showcase work and expertise. Sell products? If I can. If I have products that I can sell. Okay, but these I already have on a Patreon. I don't really need to do that. I'm not going to publish a blog through here. I'm doing that through Substack and stuff. And then am I going to sell products via the website? No, I'm just going to showcase it. I do want to offer a contact form, though. And this probably would be a good spot if I wanted to do commissions for something. Yeah, but I don't feel like I want to set up the actual selling a product on Squarespace. Blueprint AI templates. Or let Blueprint AI build you a custom starting point. Either way, it'll give me Blueprint AI. Okay. Well, if you're just gonna do that, then give me the option, just skip to the AI doing everything for me, I guess. Okay. Okay, I have games in the title there, but for my actual core key. Oh, is this just the line? This is just the line that goes on the page. Okay, well, innovative. I got a Bachelor of Innovation. Innovative. I'm doing new things in ways ain't nobody seen before. As in, I'm doing old things in a bad way that won't work well. A services section is recommended? What does it mean? You don't even know what I'm trying to do. Everybody wants to sell their services? Is that what you're saying? I guess we'll do a products section. Oh, that looks silly. Okay. Yeah, no, all of these have the, like, money on them, and it's like, no, that's... Okay, I definitely need an about section. I definitely need the social links. I do want a contact. And sure, we'll put a footer on there. And then the question was, do I want a digital products? Do I want a product section? Do I want a services section? Like, a product section isn't too bad, except for the fact that I don't need the money on there. Oh, and then it's a layout option for this. No, I definitely want the pictures. Probably not rounded, so I lied. I am basic. Give me the basic thing. Okay, it's not services though. That's not what I'm looking for. I guess I could have a services page if I wanted to say, hey, contact me about a pixel art commission. Do I really want to do pixel art commissions? I mean, yeah, kinda. And then did I have a products page? That's that. An about page, a contact page. Well, all of these have the contact page on there, which is, you know, probably good. I guess a shop then? Yeah, the real question is, can I get rid of the number and say it's free? These are free products unless they do happen to have money attached to them, and then you're not going through Squarespace to buy it, though, is the other issue. Whatever. Innovative. That's it? That's all you have for colors. Can I go wild and crazy with my own very specific things? Or nah? The pink is kind of crazy there. Sure, whatever. Drench it in some vague sense of orange. And then do you have, you'd think I would know what the Roblox font is. What's the font that I use for everything? I should know what the font is. Why am I blanking on the name of the font? It's been so long since I've done anything. Give me like this and like this. Fredoka. There we go. Cheese. So no, I don't see a Fredoka. Oh, or... yeah, it's kind of stretched. Sure. Yeah, that's a neat loading screen. It's also like, seems way too fancy. You can just call it done. You can just click all the things. This is nothing. I need to go through and actually make the website. What do you mean you're... because this is saying... okay, whatever, wherever it went. Yeah, I'm very glad that coworker put in this recommendation and that I was able to see it before no longer talking to anybody again. Yeah, because he kept recommending so much sad boy emo, and then finally did this for a metal recommendation. It was like, okay, this I can get behind. This is cool. All the 2000s era sad boy emo is not doing it for me. Okay, edit the branding? Is the question? Let's edit each of edit the styles. There we go. Aha, there we go. Now I can get into the full on space grotesque. That's what it's called. No Fredoka? Fredoka 1! There we go! Now I can be the most basic of basic bitches. Hell yeah. Or do I want to do pixel art? Because do they also have VCR? No, no VCR or OSD mono. Do they have a like pixel? Rubik pixels. Which does not look pixelated. I would expect. Are you? I was gonna say, are you good there? Squarespace. They do have a pixel font. I guess they do have this pixel fly sans. If I did want to do pixel. Nah, I'm kind of moving away from pixel art into abstract. Which, you know, they're adjacent, but... okay, can we space you out a little bit? Okay, maybe not that much, but... like, they were looking just a little crammed. Just a little space between the letters. Oh boy, this is gonna take me forever if I'm gonna go through each individual letter and say, is this the right font? Is this the right size? Is this the right... so you're not gonna do a... okay, and then I just click on it to change the actual text. How do I change what it says? It's with that railway? Oh boy, okay. Oh, this is the thing for the whole website. Is this the header on every site or something? What is... headings, paragraphs. we're gonna just do Fredoka for everything for right now, just to see. Miscellaneous, Fredoka, and buttons. Yeah, everybody's gonna be Fredoka until I decide otherwise. Instead of this very grotesque space. Okay, I was like, I did a weird misclick on that. Oh, wow, okay. I don't need to get this granular. But good to know that that's there. Yeah, I don't think I want to look at a font pack right now. How do I change this? Like the actual text on the website. Okay, yeah, I will upgrade once I get far enough into this to, This is the default template, and you give me this empty space header on mobile? How and why do you not have a good default mobile template? It's the default. That should work under any circumstance. I didn't change any of that. That seems really odd. That doesn't bode well, but it's... This is more updated than Weebly is, so... Okay, how do I change this? So I get out of site styles? And then, there we go. Okay, so I didn't need to just get out of the site style thing. I did not mean to do that. Now, okay. Here we go. Tiny dev developer. Making tiny games. Who's to say what is tiny? I am. I'm to say what is tiny. Okay, so that was the other thing, is can I change the theme? You can't just do your own custom colors? This is all you have. No custom colors? What are you fluffing on about? Really? Oh, okay, no, this is just the theme. Okay, so yeah, give me the starting theme again. Sure, whatever, but... Oh, no! I've soiled it, soiled it, soiled it, soiled it. Okay, so now let's do this all again. Because I clicked the wrong... Okay. I clicked it's like a character customizer. I went and did the... Here's your default starting template. Oops. I got rid of all of the work I just did. Okay, so not a whole pack of things. Fredoka 1. Is this gonna look good? Who knows? But it's a starting point. It's a little more aligned to me, myself, and I. This does give me an opportunity that I could sprinkle in the pixel font somewhere too. Although it is kind of cool to know that, like, I kind of sort of have a brand. That, like, I can kind of... You say, okay, what do you want to have as the first line? I'm like this. What do you want to have as the font? This. What do you want to have as the brand colors? Oh, this. Okay, so don't click themes. Themes is not anything. Colors. There we go. There we go. Let me blow my foot off using the wrong colors. Okay, so now we go over to, like, itch.io. Do I want to do a painfully bright orange? Oh, I think that's kind of what you're going to get with orange anyways. Painfully bright. So, oh boy. So both of those? are on this page. Okay. Palette. Okay. Edit the site-wide palette. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I was gonna say, you're not full-on bright white. I do want to have an option for full-on bright white. I do want an option for... Yeah, it is like off black there. They all seem close enough to black, so just do black. Okay, now do I want to put this color in? And see what horrible abomination I've created? Hey, there we go. Okay, so now, is that horribly bad to look at? Yeah, because it seems, because I know Doug uses like an orange as like a brand color. I know Demi uses orange. Oh, I didn't even spell it right. Okay, give me like this. It's like I know there's a lot of orange branding there. Oh, glowy pumpkin. I can look up glowy pumpkin too. That's actually a really good idea because I feel like the brand is somewhat similar. Holy heck! Why are you having such a hard time loading anything? Is the stream dead too? Oh. It looks like the stream might be completely dead as well. Okay. Stream still here? I'm looking at the number on the stream that has 0 out of 3,300. Or not 3,300, 33,000. No, 3,000. I can't read. I can't think. Okay, yeah, so the actual color is this kind of like the background color is a darker black with orange highlights instead of orange with other highlights, but I feel like it's not too horribly bad on my stream, but I feel like here it looks a little rough, but I don't know. I'm gonna sleep now. Have a nice stream. Thank you, thank you. Have a good sleep. I very much need to do the same thing. Okay, I hope you did take off and pass out before you saw that. So I don't get hit with the yawns. Okay, go away with that. That doesn't help me either. I was just kind of trying to see if I go to like Doug or the website. Okay, it's a blackboard with orange text again. So, is this orange a good idea? Or should I do something different? And then do the orange as the... No, I like my orange. It's not a good idea. But I like it. And then I'm using white as the text here. What? It goes from white and then black. It just immediately jumps to black. I was trying to make it brighter. I was trying to make it a bright white, and then it's defaulting to black. Interesting. Is there something on top of it that's causing that? This is gonna take me quite a heckin' while to do this. No. I mean, it's because I also started messing with that other. Okay, let's look at the itch.io page, because that's kind of what I got going on the itch.io page too, isn't it? It's kind of nasty orange with the black text. And then the white text. Man, it's like, I know Snuffy did some orange for a while. And then said, oh, lol, nope, I like... I like blue and pink. Like everybody else. I haven't seen Snuffy videos in forever. Okay, so if I do gallery, does it show some of the old Snuffy art? I feel like... Yeah, there. It is, again, black with orange highlights, not orange as the background. Why? Why is everything lagging? Yeah, okay, so it's black, gray, and then orange highlights. I like the Snuffy with the orange. It's probably just because I like orange as a color. It seems to be pretty unpopular, though. Everybody loves their blues and pinks. But I like orange. Yeah, okay, it's orange highlights. It's a black and or gray. And then orange highlights. Now, just out of curiosity, though, why are you lagging so bad? I have a lot of tabs open, I will admit. And I have a lot of other things running, I will admit. There might be reasons why it's lagging, but I'm going to complain about it anyway. So, if I do a la my Vtuber and do some of that green or that red, is that anything? Like if I do the orange background, but then I do... let's see. I don't have a category for like VTubing or streaming on my portfolio, do I? That would make a lot of sense. I do this a lot. This is the thing I do while I'm doing the game development and stuff. Like, I really need to have like a VTuber section on my portfolio. This is why we're doing this. Okay, so how about this color? Is this anything? No. Can I do like an outline? That's always my like, and then we go to, let's put an outline on this. Okay, can I... Wait, what did I use for this color? Because this does not look like the same... Oh, no, it does look like it's matching here. So if I look at this, it just looks like it's an entirely different color on my big fancy screen. It's hard to tell. But I think if I do the lighter orange, that wasn't working very well either. So... I think if I do the lighter orange, that wasn't working very well either. Okay, the green's not working. I wanted white. I just wanted white as this text color here, and it's not so tiny. What's so tiny exactly? Oh, me being a tiny developer making tiny games. I mean, for a guy I am 5'2". I'm short for a girl. And guys are larger than girls typically, so. Okay, this green is not anything. I don't know, it's looking kind of pumpkin color, which I'm not fully opposed to. I don't know, this is not fully working. Do I have like an itch.io page? Do I have like a website or a brand that like I can look at and say, yeah, this right here? It's white with some like dark blue text, and then other blue here. Yeah, it's most likely a lot of white and black and stuff, or black and white. See, but that's almost like faded to the point of like I can't hardly read that. This definitely seems like the way to go though. It's just really big thumbnails that like but what if my thumbnails suck a butt? Cause then I'm a little less inclined to. Okay, large images, white text. It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, it's gonna be black text or white text, not all these colors. Oh yeah, okay, no, this has some amount of colors too. But that's a very light background with some darker text. Or I could do a very dark background with some lighter text. But doing this orange is not working. Hmm. 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 I did kind of make it a darker orange anyway, but so if I just darken it up, I don't like it. Yeah, and that's basic AF. Well, it's because it's like, I feel like this isn't too bad. Some of these, like, lighter colors, which is, I don't know. It looks a little painful, and I'm like, I don't know how to fix it beyond not using the orange, but, like, I want to. I don't know. Is it awful? I can't tell. I've used it in a few places, because I think that's exactly what my fourth wall shop looks like, too. Is that I did the lighter orange with darker orange buttons. Is this awful? I can't tell. I don't know. Okay, so let's try the lighter orange for this Squarespace site then. Did it do it? Okay, E87. I didn't think it did it. There you go. Okay, actually, no, I think I like the brighter orange. Okay, so then here, if I do the darker orange. Yeah, okay, maybe we make it look like the fourth wall shop. I guess all the text. Does this look good? I don't know. Somebody can tell me if my color palette is just completely off base here. And the answer will be, yeah, most likely. I don't know what I'm doing with colors. I need to watch that Ace Rolla video again. You're doing the wrong colors. Are you fluffing kidding me with this? I hit this to copy it to the clipboard, and then I go to paste it in here, and it doesn't seem to want to do it. Okay, that's all the things. Why am I feeling some robot science again? I don't know. Which I feel kind of bad for the artists that did this because they've since moved on to a different project, and yet I keep going back to robot science. From Mother Fluffing 2009. And there's a MySpace link. How and why do I keep coming back to this? Do I remember what their new project is? It's on the tip of my tongue. Giraffage. Aha. Did I spell that right? Yeah, there we go. Is it gonna mention robot science? Also, do they have other stuff? Oh, I lied. I guess this was 5 years ago, too. This is related, right? This is... Oh, maybe they haven't done anything in a while. And then these are related, right? I thought that there was somehow that these things got linked together to me. Okay, this is saying 2011. That is a bold website for sure. But it is like a gray with some... That is a bold way to do a website. That's neat. But... These are related projects though, right? It was okay, that's not here nor there. It's 8:15. I really need to think about... I mean, the timeline lines up for this to be an older project of this person. Okay, yeah, there we go. I don't see the link that connected these, though. But whatever. Okay, neither here nor there. I'm not listening to Giraffage right now. And apparently, there hasn't been a lot of updates. Any whoozes. Something in 2021, at least, but... But then the question is, can I add this to my list of background, like, stream music? No, 160k on SoundCloud kind of tells me they're a little too popular. 5 years ago. Now I'm gonna go back through all these artists that I'm like, hey, did they release anything new? It's been like years. Especially because somebody like, oh no, what's his face? He just put out another email too. John Bellion, there we go, I got there. But John Bellion just started putting out music again. And he didn't for like 6 years? Something like that. Yeah, I listened to Wash on repeat for a bit there. Yeah, 6 years. Okay, yeah, it was 6 years. And then he just became an official... He was just helping other people make music for 6 years before finally releasing stuff on his own channel again. Okay, that's neither here nor there again. So is this anything? The answer is no. So let's make that like a black instead. Is this orange working? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Leave it alone. Come back to it later. That's fine. Whatever. Well, it's just because this should be a white, and yet it's showing up as a black. So if I do white here, there. That's a tint on everything? Why is this tinting everything? Okay, so now if I do black here, that's just the text there. And then if I do black here, what are these then in terms of like tints and colors and stuff? Okay, so black. I want it the other way around though. I want this to be white and these to be black, but if I change the tint here... whatever. Okay, it's closer to something, I guess. Kind of, sort of. Who cares? I do, because this is me in... Okay, so was that the button colors? Nope, not the theming. No, don't change it! No, not the themes. The colors. Then I want to change the palette. So are you the button color? Or something like that. So what are you? You are the button color. Okay, so if I wanted to match this, then we grab the darker color, which I believe this is still the darker color. I keep thinking I gotta go to bed because I gotta go to work. But that's not true anymore. Because I'm lazy and didn't do a good enough job. So this is my punishment. Why? I like the buttons, but why is the text here? Why is this text related? Okay, we're gonna say that this is good for the colors. It's not, but we're gonna say it's good for the colors. We're gonna close this. We're gonna go to you specifically. We're gonna go to you specifically, and we're gonna go to you specifically. Oh, bugger bugger off, you dumb. I can't change the color of the header. For the... I want this to be a different color, you dumb. Why would you decide that the header color is going to be the exact same color as the buttons? That is wild to me. This is like the most used website builder, right? This is the website when Arlo says, hey, go make a website using my... like... Really? No? I gotta go to YouTube? Then I can say... Give me the fuzzy blue monster that talks about Nintendo games? I just realized I haven't been on YouTube all day. That's a lie. I was watching DuckTube videos earlier. Okay, that's... Oh, but if I click on one of these, it might give me an ad for, like, Raycon Everyday Earbuds or something, as opposed to if I'm looking to make a website or domain that I should use Squarespace. But I'm like, I'm pretty dang sure that it's Arlo using Squarespace. Okay. That's just me complaining about Squarespace, though. The fact that this is, I think, still the #1, like, if you type in website maker, it's Squarespace, and yet the fact that I can't just change the color of this text here is wild to me. Okay, well then add a logo. I have a logo that kind of works, but it's not going to entirely work. But placeholders are fine for now. Because it says Ryan S. Peterson Games, but for my... Again, this is one of those, if I dump in the The jive, what does it do? If I put a GIF in there. Ooh, it does do it. That's not what you want for a header, though. You don't want it to be drawing attention with an animation. I think that works for like an intro logo, which is what it was supposed to be for, but the fact that there's a season 3 of Primal is wild to me, and I very much want to watch it. Okay, but that has the orange. This no background one? That's not gonna come out good, is it? That comes out microscopic, yeah. Okay. Do I seriously not have a version of this that is just the text in big form? Full series? Also, this is the same thing? They're the same size. So one a PNG, and one's a PNG. Okay. Is this gonna work as a placeholder? Vaguely. How do I do it? How do I not have a version of this that is the version that I would expect it to be? As in, if I go to here, there's 3 different versions. It's massive, and the only issue with this is that I both A, updated the way I do the font, and B, I would kind of want it to do not all uppercase. So let's not use this, maybe? I can't use Gnomeable as a thing either, because that's the brand, but that's not my, it's not me portfolio kind of thing. It's just obnoxious, the fact that I can't change the mother fluffin' color of this single fluffin' thing. And then I have to have, if I want the buttons to be one color, that it doesn't let me do the text of the other thing as a different flippin' color. That's flippin' wild, you dumb. I forgot about the wave at the end there. Okay, whatever. We're gonna just have that as the thing for now. This, I'm just kind of... starting from the bottom. Or rather, starting from the top, and now we're here. Starting from the top, and now the whole crew is gone, because this is not interesting. Replace with now the one that has all the pixel art. But then again, that's gonna make me look like a pixel artist when I should maybe switch it out with game screenshots. That might be a little cluttered, but that's also fine. I'm a little cluttered. I didn't even have to... McGorley didn't even have to say anything. I did it for her. I'm a little cluttered. Okay, well now the text can go somewhere else. Also, does this... Oh, there, the design fit? There we go, okay. What does it mean by corner ladies? A little wet. I can add a filter on top of it? That's neat. That's unnecessary. Okay, parallax doesn't work. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of this element and regret it later. Okay. I'm getting tired. It's 8:30. I kind of want to sleep. There's so much to switch out. But wild enough that I do actually have the stuff with which to switch out a lot of this. In terms of, like, I already have the pixel art done. I already have the branding stuff done. So it's possible, it's just time consuming. Or rather, it's not going to consume as much time as I would have thought, but... Okay, so like you, and then you, and then you, and then stream assets. Ah, okay, so maybe this one, and then this one, and then sprites. That is very much the wrong spot. Nah, it's under gnomes. Okay, here, sprites, gnomes. Then there's Twitch streaming and Twitch headers. There we go, yes, okay. So then if I wanted to switch these out with, this is, say, Instagram. And that would be under gnomes. Headers. Twitch streaming? Headers? There we go. And then I say, like, blue sky. Yeah, that's the thing, is like these have... these have the updated text. So I could switch that out for the other. What does that even mean? Okay, that's fine. Oh, but then you're supposed to actually link to, say, like blue sky. This is gonna take me a while, but again, this is one of those, once it's done, it'll be done for quite a while. This is the first time I've had to do a major portfolio refresh in flippin'... When did I put this? It must have been right out of college, so 2014. So over 10 years ago was the last time I had to do a major remake of my portfolio, but... So yeah, I do this once. Yeah, it's so funny to hear that, like, oh, if you're selling art, if you put a label on it, then you have to get a license. But if it doesn't have the label on it, so I'm like, oh, I put some effort making these logos. But apparently, if I get rid of the logos, then it's a little more like my interpretation of a thing. Okay, but this is a start. Is this a good start? I think so. I at least... No, okay, it's not a good start. I need to test the shop. So if I go to... Exit the homepage? Yes, okay, so then that exits the homepage. Then we go to pages, and we go to the shop or something, or the services or something. So then we add a product. A digital file that customers can download. There we go, goodness. So now the product name is fun. The concept of fun is what I am selling. I do find it funny that one of the few comments that I have on the game is no. Just straight up the word no. It is not fun. Okay. Oh, wait. Go to my website here. Yeah, so go to my Weebly, and then we go back to fun. Yeah, this is going to be time consuming, but it's going to be possible. I feel like I've been working on this for a while, and it's like it's only been a couple hours, and I feel like I made a good dent in it, so. But, again, I have not tested this. So then we go back to Fudge Face, wherever that thing is. Oh no, it's all gone. You, and then you, and then you, and then you, and you, and you. Okay, maybe not the last one. Oh my goodness, okay. So now this, the inventory being the actual game. Okay, and then this being 2013 is the year. And I want to add it to that category. And you can add keywords. Okay. I like that too. And then I can do a featured product, which is the, like, biggest, best games. Okay, yeah, publish as a thing. Because this website isn't published anyway. So are you gonna flip through? No, you just flip through the one screenshot. Okay. Aha, okay, there we go. So now I can filter it by things that are from 2013 versus all. There we go. Can I not have the price listing? If you're trying to sell things that are free, can I not have the price listing? Extra information from shoppers when they add this to their cart. Interesting. At least for the kind of thing I'm doing here. Can I put in the word free? No, it has to be money. Now, do I have to say that it's a product? Damn you! Damn you all to hell! This is the exact problem that I was having with Weebly. Meaning, at this point, I could just use Weebly instead of remaking everything in Squarespace. Yeah, because this was the exact problem I was having with Weebly. is that it was listing a... Oh, this was not letting me list as a free product. Which, that's particularly silly. And this, yeah, this doesn't filter. No, okay. Squarespace is definitely better. Squarespace is definitely the way to go. But the fact that you can't list free products very well on either website is obnoxious. Can I just not have it say the price? That's all I'm really looking for. Also, it's just doing the first... Okay, wait. That's the other thing. I want to switch out the first image with the thumbnail. Yeah, okay, set as thumbnail. So, upload a file that is the thumbnail. Oh, and let's also do this as a test to see... Can I do that animated stuff? Ideally. Set as a thumbnail. Okay, so let me hit save. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, and it animates too. Hell yeah. Boy, is that old and grainy. Like, damn, dude, that is old and grainy. Now, another test. Can I do subcategories? So, if I edit the here... So then I do 2014. I don't want to add it to the 2014 category, but can I do a subcategory? Because I don't... shoot! I don't want to list it all. I want to have the... Is that by tag? So then I tag this as 2013. Oh, but that's not shown in the store, so that's not... Okay, so maybe not this page. So I get out of the product page. Categories. That's a different thing. I wanted subcategories. Because I don't want it to list by year. I don't want it to... Because it's basically saying I can't do it by year. I can't do it by... Well, no, I can. I will just have 6 billion flippin' categories. Does it not do subcategories? I didn't realize I was making such a specific thing. Categories. That's adding a category, but can I add a category under the category? Add. That's not a subcategory, is it? 2015. You're just adding it under the last one, right? No, you can do subcategories. Wait. Wait. You. Year. The slug is year. Okay. Aha! And then we add it and say you're actually. Can you update to be instead of 2015 is under 2014? 2015 was not a part of 2014. Okay, we're gonna delete you. And then we're gonna delete this, which is also gonna cause problems. Yeah, that's fine, but you can add under this 2013. Hell yeah. Okay, nope. We're definitely going Squarespace. No, what do you mean 2013 is under 2014? Okay, well, we delete everything. Whoops. Okay, create a category by year, add. Create a subcategory under the category that is 2013. There. So now the slug for this is year 2013. There we go. Okay. So now that I have that set up, if I go back to fun and I edit this, the categories should be gone because I just changed the category stuff. There we go. Create categories. 2013. There we go. Yay. Okay, so now we hit save. And then when I click on the navigation here, aha, I can go year. And then under the years, I can go 2013. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay. This is a very good stopping point. This can... So, did it... so let's go back to the website, make sure this is all saved and good to go and on my account and stuff, right? At any rate, this was a good test of... Here is... there's a lot that needs to change. A lot that needs to be updated. But... So we go to Squarespace home. Okay, this is this site. I guess, yeah, I will need to get a custom domain here, but... Okay, and then website. No, that is the website for this website. But it had two different websites listed. Because there was an old website. Is that you? There. This. Okay. So now there's this old website. Then there's this. Okay, there we go. So now if I go to the website, then... Then I can modify it. Okay. Hell yeah. And then I will come back tomorrow. Probably early to do this, because I do not have a contract. I do not have work right now, so that's why we're doing this instead. But it is late. I am tired. I got this into a good spot in terms of testing it. So, and this will entirely work despite the fact that it is going to list. I don't know. Well, I will also see if there, since I did find subcategories, there might be a way to turn off the pricing as well. Okay, but it is late. I am tired. I need to go to bed. There is nobody here, right? Although there is people typing fish in the chat, so maybe there's bots that are catching fish. So if I hang out here for a minute, and yeah, we're not going to listen to the entirety of this again. No, wait, there's a song in the middle here that I like the best, right? think it's this one. And then it jumps up to 3. Okay, so there is 2 people here typing fish in the chat. So, do the 2 fishers want to go raid? I raided what designs not too long ago? Crab meat dev? Oh, I raided Vampire Kitty not too long too. Or some Solid Plasma who is actually working on the game. I know there's been a lot of Jackbox streams. And then we get ads. I was gonna say, is that Kristen Shaw? Looking entirely like less cutesy. I feel like she did the kind of cutesy thing for a long time. Yeah, okay, it was this song that I really enjoy.
And then we need to go.
Okay. Let's go right over here. And then I will be back, like I said, a lot earlier tomorrow. I'm not going to put a time on it because there is some other stuff I want to do. But hopefully I should be back a lot earlier tomorrow. At any rate, I will be back at normal Gnome time. But hopefully it'll be earlier. Unfortunately, it'll just be with portfolio updates, but if I could get to spend the day on it entirely just on that, hopefully that'll be quicker. Okay, but I guess get in any last fishing. Wow, you caught a legendary right before I hit the button to raid. Like, congrats on that. Somebody else doing a raid at the exact same time. Yeah, let's make it super confusing. Hell yeah. Okay. Goodbye, good night. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.
I've got gamepad support, but not fully for the UI. And then it broke, like, the icon system doesn't really handle rebinding